So my favorite episode of the series, and y'all gonna laugh, is when Danielle nut in her eye.
Oh,
Wow. I'm here for
and
it.
she had to go and get in the Uber after that shit.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Because even though that is the sickest shit, but it has happened or has come close to happening. You'd be like, what the hell? Yeah, no, that was hilarious to me.
Hey, head down, yeah, you gon' have to work today. It's your fucking birthday. Bust it, you must be a Libra. And she got that water, she must be a keeper. Aquarius got two sides, she must be a zebra. She ain't got no act right, but you know I'm a teacher. She said she the pussy fairy, she must be a Aries. And just like cherry, and she think berry.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the virtual living room. It is your girl, Lovey, and we're back with the final episode of the series of Insecure. It's gonna be okay. Okay.
It's not.
You're not ready for it to be over?
No, I'm insecure about this episode.
Oh,
I need to be over. I really do. I need to be over because I was bored all season. I'm just going to admit it. And I was even bored watching it last night. I was like,
Really?
all 52 minutes and you were bored?
Did you?
Okay.
There's some things that I'm like, okay, I feel like we could have not spent so much time on and spent more time on. Okay, we'll get into
we
that.
shall get there.
I'm ready for Jonay.
So as you can see, we got everybody here. As I've introduced, we got Jonay or Joe, my bad, Ja, Iva, and Belinda. Let's send some healing energy to everybody in the room. We got the sick and shut in here. Man, Omarion is going around hard
with the little ugly dance.
Right. So okay. Okay. So yes, I have
an initial question. Who had the $5 on Nate? That Nate was stepping back.
Remember,
everybody said that.
I said he was a runner, a track star. We knew that he was gonna retreat.
Definitely.
But can we give him kudos for at least being able to acknowledge this is not gonna work, and I have to look out for myself?
No, that's
I'm gonna
not
just
what
let
he
you go.
said. That's not what he
toxic.
Said. He said it was toxic, and he said it was messy.
Yeah. It is.
What? No.
How was it messy for her?
For him, he was speaking in terms of himself. That's how I took it. No. Like, this is toxic for me. I got to go.
That's what I thought.
Because how does she control how somebody else feels about her? He never said, he did say something about he observed something, right? He said something about he observed something, but he never did say that. Issa, I know you got feelings for this man. He said, I can't deal with this messy and toxic stuff. And I was hell of embarrassed. Still self-absorbing all the time.
Mm-hmm. I get that. I could see that, but I still took it as though, look, I got to look out for me. This relationship is not going to work for me. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go.
That's not how I took it. I took it as he was saying she was toxic and she was messy. That's how I interpreted it. Like, he was saying that and he couldn't be involved in that relationship anymore, so he going to step out. But he was saying, I took it as he was saying that, because when I heard that, I was like, you got nerve? You the one toxic.
Like, blame her.
A little messy though.
Okay, so elaborate. But so please elaborate on what was embarrassing, because I felt like he inflicted embarrassment on himself.
He really did.
Because he was molded. He was molded. He was hella molded. Sorry.
Yeah, with that one arm.
He was hella.
Still on this one arm. I can't.
He was hella.
He could have handled it better. He's the one that made it a spectacle, because you could have just rolled up real smooth and be like, baby, you ready to go? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that would have ended the conversation, but that's not who he is. He's not ready for any of this. Like, when we talk about insecure, he is the epitome of insecure in her whole circle.
But he trying to talk it out. Even when she was like, come in, let's talk about, he couldn't even do that.
Yeah. Now, I thought that maybe he was going to be like, I'll come back later, like take a beat and, breathe through it or whatever, because we all know that he's not adult enough to do that right now. I don't want to say adult enough. He's mature enough. He's not mature enough to do that. But then what got me was I was getting dizzy like Jonay got the other episode. Was anybody tripping off this flash forward and this flashback? I didn't know if she was gonna wake up again and be. And I'm like, oh wait, we at the end. It is this 40 minutes? It's 40 minutes. Oh,
I thought it was like all progressing in chronological order.
No,
it was.
Yes,
it was. Yes, it did. Yeah. It was chronological. Yeah.
Yeah, where the birthdays kind of help you to understand that, okay, another year has passed and those kind of things.
But
then what's the name? Big Pregnant.
Yeah, we gonna get there. We gonna get there.
Was Molly dating? Because I thought Molly was dating somebody else, and then she ended up with Torian again, or what?
No, I didn't get that.
So they
stayed together the whole time.
Okay, but then who was the dude that was standing by her when they were at was that Issa's event?
Her birthday party when she introduced Issa to the guy.
Yeah, she was. That was somebody she was hooking Issa up.
She was hooking her up with.
No, I could have sworn. I don't know. Maybe I got like.
I was just there when they opened up and they were like, when she came back out, she changed. He was standing there. Was he holding the cake or something? He was standing there in the center.
So okay.
But Lawrence was there.
Okay, we're talking about too many different.
Yeah, we way all over the place.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's start with Molly's birthday. Starts with Molly's birthday. Then he says, and then we go on. That's how the order goes.
Okay.
Okay. So can I just get some kudos on how it ended? Did I not say it was gonna end like that?
No, you said they gonna leave you hanging, and it ended. It didn't end.
I didn't like the ending.
I didn't either, but it did wrap up.
I figured that. I knew Psychic Friend knew that she didn't like the way it ended. I told you, and I meant to send y'all the clip from Dawson's Creek because it ended the way Dawson Creek did. Same way. When she basically, you know how they snuck Lawrence in? And like holding with the two glasses. Same way that Pacey and Joey did. Same way. But anyway, I digress.
No, I'm talking about how she just walked off. I was like,
what you mean?
Closure.
It's happening.
Yeah, that was it.
I didn't like that ending. Because there were holes. There were a lot of okay, so let's talk about hole number one in the whole.
For you.
Overall. Number one. Kelli, did your baby survive?
Now, I must say, I felt like they didn't give Kelli. That's what I was going to say. I feel like they always shortchange her. Like they treat her like the little redhead stepchild. Because like me and my friend were talking about, I'm like, we saw that Tiffany was pregnant again. We saw Tiffany, little girl, done grew up, everything. And even when Kelli was at the office talking, I'm like, well, where was the baby? Did you have the baby? I mean, it was a year later at Molly's birthday again. I'm like, well, where the baby? They didn't show she was showing nothing. Like, so Kelli always gets shitted on, to be honest. They always kind of treat her like a step kid.
Maybe I need to, well, she be writing her own stuff, so she wrote that shit.
But Kelli and Tiffany are B characters. The main characters of that show is Molly, Issa, and Lauren.
But why throw the baby in there then?
Because we needed to see
her growth.
Basically where she evolved to and where she was going, right? I mean, her and this man planned a baby, but they ain't saying about no marriage or nothing, but they planned.
My point exactly. We as the audience would have been fine with just understanding that Kelli is with a guy and she is serious about this relationship. We probably would have been fine with that, but now we looking like you said, Belinda, okay, we see Tiffany is pregnant with baby number 2.
Right.
Is Kelli, and I kept looking, I was like, where is her stomach? But this is a year later. She should have been dropped that low. Well, what's going on?
But they both said that they were going to do it together, right? Or she was going to, where they both said that, was she alluding that she was pregnant at the same time, right?
No,
I didn't take it that way.
She was gonna go, okay, so she was just going to do it with her. She was just going to go, she was going to be there every step of the way of her pregnancy. But I felt like I had closure on that because in the beginning, like Kelli continued to emphasize throughout every episode was that she was supposed to have been dead. Okay, so now she resurrected.
Let her have that. Let her have that.
Let her have that.
Having another life after death. So I was good with that.
And she had a consistent man. because every time you always tell, what was it, Traquan, and what was the guy that she supposedly had a relationship with in the DM?
Daniel.
No, not Daniel.
It was
Daniel Kaluuya. Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah.
They had a relationship supposedly.
Right, because I was like, remember after you broke up with Daniel Kaluuya, just let her have it.
So I thought it was a nice closure for her because it showed, like Johnny said, that she had a baby, she had a consistent man, and she working at a law firm as a consultant.
She's working at Molly's law firm.
Right,
in her own department. Yeah, right. It's like her own wing, like her own branch, right? Because she's like the only one that's in that. So I thought that it gave her stability too. I thought that it really made Kelli stable because she's always been the one, I'm looking for, not really man thirsty, but just kind of like, because all of them were man thirsty, well, except for Tiffany at one time.
Goldie agrees. It was
right.
It was too many. I don't know. I just think that, as far as Kelli is pretty much, in my opinion, I felt that she was always stable. Like she's always, driven in her career. It was just her personal life that was, it was what it was for her age bracket, for her demographic. So, like I said, I think it would have been, we the audience, we would have been fine knowing that, now she's serious with this guy because she didn't let go of Daniel Kaluuya. So I think we would have been fine with that. But I was just like, well, what? Okay, the baby. Okay. I mean, I guess, but.
But I wasn't fine with Kelli's stylist not putting no belts on her.
I'm fine with that. Whatever that salt and pepper wig she had on too.
Ugh. Or that dress that Issa had on looked like a paper bag. That shit was gross.
But Lovey's making up for all that today.
Okay.
Girl.
Yeah, I want to be a little festivus. Oh, and happy holidays to everyone. Happy Kwanzaa and all that. Happy New Year and all that other kind of stuff.
Did she say holidays?
Uh-huh.
I said what I said.
So, Tiffany.
Oh.
She got the short end of the stick too. I don't know if it's because Amanda Seales' little funky attitude, or I don't know.
But she got a lot of exposure in other. Well, okay, in this last season, the last 2 episodes, we knew that she was going to Denver. We saw her having a go away party. So we already knew where she was going. Okay. We see that she's not happy in Denver, right? I don't know why they keep alluding to that Denver doesn't have Black people. I'm not sure I understand that part, but she's not happy about her kids not being the only Black person in the daycare. But whatever. She seems unhappy. But they didn't. The only thing I felt about her story is that we didn't see about how Derek is getting along.
I mean, dude, he's not really. I'm thinking he's a background character, right?
But I thought she said that he liked it. I think she said he liked it. Like she was saying that his family doesn't come around like you think they did.
Like you, right?
Which I definitely can relate to that about folks talking about they moving to come see your kids. I digress. But anyway, I think that she was saying like he likes it. He's happy there, but she's not. That happens all the time. I can relate to that one.
But a lot of times when they would show Tiffany, you would see Derek. Oftentimes, so.
Yeah. And then why didn't it show too much? Well, I still think that they could have included the Papa Gang in there in some kind of way. Since you're going to show a picture.
Right. Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Oh, but wait, I got to throw this one-liner in here.
What?
Lawrence's mama, that Condola, she got one braid.
Dress is nice. I like it.
It's like not the one braid. We was just talking about that.
Wait a minute. Lawrence's daddy was the dude from the 5 Heartbeats?
Yeah.
He is everybody's daddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Dresser, he was the choreographer.
I was like, Lord, okay.
I got nothing but love for you, baby.
On Blacklist.
Lord, is he? Okay.
What? Okay, so when Molly came over to cheer up Issa, did she bring her Chipotle and a bottle of effing? Was that Chipotle?
I don't know what that was, but it was a bottle of effing though.
It was a bottle of effing. I was like, okay, shout out 50.
I'm mad at him. I'm like, I need that, Lovey. Next time I'm down, I'm like, I'm here for these people with the food and liquor when you say it.
Okay.
Like, where my friends at?
Okay.
We in the
need
city.
to do that. We go, ooh.
Girl, the shade of it all.
And you out there living in Denver, huh?
Shut up. They went to Denver. Now, that's a whole lot. I'm a whole lot closer.
We come out there too. We come to Denver.
Yeah, they come for food though. They don't come with food though, huh, BB? Let them know. Right. I'm hating.
I better feed
That's
you.
okay.
This
That's okay. We'll talk about it at your do-over.
Okay,
but,
moving on.
More one-liners. Thanks for having me celebrate myself.
Right. Molly's when the mother had passed away, and then we see the ugly cry, and then we don't see nothing else anymore.
Nothing else.
You got your closure on that because they were putting her mother in the storyline. They put Kelli in there to see, Kelli was helping with estate or financial planning. We see where Kelli where I guess apparently Molly put her on, right? But we see it felt like they were posing this void for Molly that was going to happen with her mom, but they put Torian in there to fill it. That was it.
Yeah. On the wind down, they said that they showed the mom dying in order to show like the progression of life. Like that was a way of making out them realize life is short. So that was their way of kind of like, okay, well, this happened and it should make everybody closer and make you realize just how short life is. So you start making decisions, because you know that, hey, this thing could end at the time.
Right.
And I think she also, remember her mom in the beginning wanted her to be with somebody and she wanted her to settle down, and her mom got what she wanted.
Yeah, she did. She did. I did like Molly's dress though. I mean,
that was gorgeous.
There.
The wedding dress.
Yes.
That dress.
I did like Molly's dress.
Yes. I didn't like the wedding hair though.
I would like to. I like the overall
I was
look.
just about to say, and I liked her hair too. I did.
I would have liked. I think she would have looked the bomb with the short hair with the dress on.
I don't.
No, she needed some length on that with all that shoulder showing. Yeah, she needed a little something, a little wispy ponytail.
Molly got nice bone structure, so she can do that.
Yeah, she could. It would have looked nice with her natural hair. Either way, but I didn't like the wedding hair too. Maybe because I didn't like that color. Maybe that's what it is.
I'm just, what?
That color dress, ivory.
No, her
the hair.
Oh, the hair.
It was a color.
I don't like wiggy. I'm not against lace fronts or anything like that, but it's gotta be like believable for me.
First of all, her wedding hair looked a hell of a lot better than the hair that she had a year later when she was talking to Issa over the phone.
I don't like
Lego wig.
That.
Yeah, it looked like
talk
Lego
about
hair.
That. Jimmy,
yeah, that was bad.
I was like, is she paying homage to her mama with this bad wig? Because the mama had on a bad wig too.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down. Don't talk about the mom. Calm down.
It was like the same exact wig.
Oh no.
Just a different color. That's okay. Shout out to
I hear children.
I think like if I was to ever wear a wig or anything like that, it's gonna be probably this hairstyle I always wear with the part down the side. Y'all gonna believe that it was mine. You're gonna believe that it's gonna be a look that I've already had. I'm not gonna do something that I don't know. I'm just not gonna go for that.
Since we're speaking of hair, Tiffany with dark hair.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, they
like this punk rock look.
Yeah, it was different though. Kudos for them to trying something different, but yeah, they could have done without that. Definitely.
Like Issa's poof either.
At least it was out. I thought about y'all.
But I didn't like. Are we talking about when it was slicked right here? The wig. I did like the wig, but the thing is, I didn't like that we could tell because I knew it was a wig. It's cute, but I didn't like that we could tell right here that it was a wig. You couldn't tell in the front how they had it tacked. It was real cute in the front and on the side. I just saw right here. I was like, ooh, they tacked that wrong. But I did like that style. You know, we got to look at Issa's styles. Woo.
The style, or you mean the texture of her hair?
No, I like the style. I did. I like the style.
I didn't like the poof. I don't like no poofs like that anyway. But
she can't win for losing with y'all.
When
it comes
I'm
to
glad
hair.
it ain't slicked down because I'm like, one day her hair just gonna move all the way back here. So hard, like, oh my God.
Okay, so can we talk about Sincere and how he was giving Daniel vibes? Did anybody else pick up on that?
Most definitely. That's the first thing Kenya said. Yeah.
I looked, I was like,
oh, he was the finest one of all of them.
He was he's a little internet dude.
All Issa's men. That dude. Oh, but she did look, you know what? When she was sitting there and she was like, "Ooh, I'm about to get some dick," whatever she said, in her, you know,
birthday.
People she talked to or whatever. She had the cute little lingerie on or whatever, and she was talking to herself, whatever. And he came in there. I thought that hair looked okay. It looked okay for the fit. The hair looked okay for the fit.
Yeah, it was cute. She had some cute looks. Mm-hmm. I mean, in Issa form, true to fashion.
For Issa.
Yeah, for Issa. It was cute. I liked it. I wasn't too put off. It's like, oh, okay, that's her. But yeah, Sincere. I was like, okay, what happened to him? Okay.
What's the name? Lawrence answered the phone on his birthday.
She had a cute boo. She had a cute boo, and so did Lawrence had a cute little boo or whatever it was. It worked out.
They was something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they skipped. It skipped to me. I need to watch it again. It skipped.
Yeah, you need to watch it again, beloved, because it was year after year after year. It was in order.
Like what, 2 years? It only skipped like 2 years.
But the fact is, how you just gonna call somebody on their birthday like they ain't got plans, Issa? I get tired. I'm not gonna miss her in this awkward black girl stuff on the phone. Oh yeah, of course.
She was with Lawrence
on their birthday. Who answers on their birthday?
Nobody calls somebody on their birthday and invite them out thinking they ain't got nothing to do. Let's go have some drinks. It's your birthday. No, honey.
But he may have been boring when they were together. So she may be going back to when they were together.
You know that man ain't boring now. You're not that in that place in his life. Like you're not on that chain of command, boo boo. You down here on the list.
That had to been okay.
5 years
later. Okay, that had been a couple of years later. Okay, so he had professed his love to you. You did not follow up with him. He moved on.
For real.
What he doing for you on your birthday? On the birthday? I mean, like
he would have. He was tempted. You could see it in his eye. He was tempted. Yeah.
I told you it was inevitable with them too. I told you.
Yeah, Janae was Team Lawrence. You got what you wanted. I think it was. No, I seen a couple of people that said that they were for Nathan. But everybody pretty much predominantly got what they wanted with Team Lawrence. No.
I felt that, okay, the first time she met Nathan, which was 2 episodes back, right? Maybe 2 or 3 episodes back.
No.
Seasons?
Episodes.
Seasons. Seasons. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all. But anyways,
we didn't want to throw the viewer off.
When they first met, I thought they were like, she had like met a soulmate until he started posing all those issues. But when they first met, they had a really chemical thing, her and Nathan.
It was chemical, all right.
Yeah.
It was chemical imbalance.
But we didn't
toxicity. That's what it's called.
But at that time, we didn't get to see who he really was. When they started showing.
He did when he ghosted her.
Yeah, he left her.
No, at that point, I'm talking about on that first time we met him, and he was just how you can do this, do that.
Yeah. So you spend a day with a stranger. Of course you're not gonna see the real person. I spend a whole day with the stranger. Not really gonna see anything. And then
Yeah.
when he came back strong. I give him that. And then all of a sudden, he was still the same little things. He just did it subtly. That's all it was. But like I always go back to what episode 6 when she brought on the tacos and he had a little fit. Adult temper tantrum. That's what it's called. He had adult temper tantrum that took it out on her. He just moody. He need to get that shit in check. That's what that's about.
I'm with Iva. It's a chemical imbalance.
No, that's him.
I'm not even gonna keep on playing the bipolar card though. I think that's just
him.
Not if he's not understanding how to keep it in check. He's learning to keep it in check.
So everything that's the bad part.
People like that.
Nope.
We have regular people like that have not been diagnosed with anything like that, but
For real
personality. Okay,
for real. I definitely know that shit.
If he taking his meds every day, he ain't manic. It ain't got nothing to do with no chemical imbalance. That's his behavior. Behavior and diagnosis is two separate things. His behavior, it was like we said, he was not ready to be an adult, which means he had adult temper tantrums. It's a lot of adults having these temper tantrums like that. They need to take that shit in kindergarten. That's what happens. Sorry.
Somebody take her soapbox. Jesus.
No, but I really feel like Issa should have did a better job with educating on that, because I know a lot of people feel like, oh yeah, because this dude is mentally or you know, as bipolar. What was he supposed to be diagnosed with? Bipolar?
Bipolar.
I know a lot of people would be misinformed about what that means, and they will be connecting those two things, which are two very different things. Okay, because the man didn't know. She said, let's talk about this. He could have still went in there and talked about it, but he couldn't do that. Okay, that's a Nathan problem.
But he came to the party. He was still there to celebrate her birthday. I still get the email, so I still want to come out to celebrate you. Yeah,
that was a year later. A year later.
And the dudes from the barbershop got her again.
Yeah.
Right.
He had to drop that out.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they donated, right?
That's what GoFund.
That's what Koya, right? That's what what's her name? Koya had them do, right?
With the best window in the office.
Oh my God.
The one with the burglar bars on it.
How about Kelli slapped that drink out of Amal's hand? Did anybody bust up?
I was dying.
I passed out. I had to rewind that part.
That was funny. They didn't show them having like mending their differences. It still was the same.
Shots fired. Okay, I was here for it. All of it.
Slap the hell out of that cut.
What I didn't like that this whole time is that the only thing that I didn't like this whole time is that they were never showing Issa and Lawrence as friends, just because it wasn't going to work out for them. I feel like they could have showed them as friends the whole time, because that's what they essentially were always.
But everybody can't be friends.
Yeah,
and they didn't. I think they had the type of relationship to where they were either going to be together or they weren't, because they liked each other like so much. Like they couldn't even be in spaces together. So how they gonna be friends, Ja? They couldn't even be in.
What spaces can they be in together? What spaces can they be in together?
The damn
thing. It was always awkward when they were around each other.
Exactly. And just the thing that happened last week with Nathan. You know,
I didn't take it that he couldn't be in the space with her. I just took it that he was trying to profess his love, and it wasn't the right time to do it.
He didn't even want to go to the party because she was gonna be there.
I understand that. But they were always friends, because even before, when they broke up last time, they were still always showing that they were friends. When she cheated on him, they were showing that they were friends. Okay, but obviously they was answering some phone calls, but he got the first office tour, and he was there to commend her from you came from, we got y'all to the block.
The tour that was oversold.
We got y'all, so I got mine.
Right.
Yes, I got mine. You know, so
you know what? I would have liked to have seen her at least a friendship maintained with the girl. I don't remember her name, but the one that was outside of the building when she drove by. She cut her hair. The little white girl that she used to work with at We Got Y'all.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking that but I was gonna say that too when you talk about the old people. You see when she drove by the house, you see who was out there. My boy that I had just asked about. I was like, yes.
He was like, if you're gonna bring back all these cast the characters, why not bring back Daniel? We couldn't.
He must be doing a movie or something somewhere, because I don't know.
I saw that he posted thanking her.
I saw that too.
Yeah, and you know he never posts.
Never.
You know they made the page for him. His family made the page for him. But
really?
Yeah, I did see that he was thanking her. Yeah.
So the only thing that okay, you know, like I said, I was bored and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I still was never impressed with much this season except the last episode. Okay, which you know they finally turned it up so that we can start going into the flow of the things we wanted to know. But the only thing what I was left unimpressed with is that you see all these years going by, and then her and Lawrence, they finally make amends and go back to working together, right? Because her other voice was telling her that it wasn't going to work, right? But then, you know, she decided to take that leap of faith, which is what you got to do sometime, right? For love. But I was not in, I felt like when the wedding bells was about to open, I thought it was going to be in her and Lawrence. How much time you need, man? Like, you
okay, so that was
used to be a stepmama first.
No, because at least a year and a half has gone by that y'all been together.
Yeah.
And we just gonna end it with y'all cohabitating
like before. Maybe it's not that big of a deal to them. That part may not be a big thing. Now, I agree. I thought that it was going to be that they were getting married. But if somebody just had to be married, I would have seen Molly being married before Issa. Because Molly grew up seeing that. So it may have been more important to her.
It gave him a chance too, because her daddy danced at the wedding too. So, you know, they had to show the daddy somehow.
Yeah.
And the honoring of the mother, because then they have the mama seat.
It's been too much time, and it should have been a proposal. I should have saw something.
At the wedding, I was about to say he should have proposed to her.
I thought he was going, but I hate wedding proposals.
Yeah, okay. I was too. I was like, well, maybe he gonna pull it to the side.
Exactly.
For on her birthday at least. But maybe he was at dinner. He was proposing. But I thought I saw a ring on her finger.
No, I looked.
All you gotta do is say yes.
I think this episode should have been 2-3 episodes ago. I mean, not ago, but I think that they should have.
Yeah.
I mean, it should have. Remember, we said that, and like, then this one wouldn't have been so rushed. This felt like a Lifetime movie. They spent 30 minutes talking about some shit, and they drew it out, and then they got to that last 11, and they just hurried up and threw 5 years into the shit. That shit irritated me.
Okay, so let's wait. Okay. So we did talk about everybody. So let's run back each episode. First episode, the point was what? They went to school and
the reunion.
The reunion, and they went to their reunion, and we found out that they went to
Stanford. And they got back together.
The point friends. In that one, the only thing I took away from is that
they went to school.
No, not Tiffany, that Kelli
died.
And then that ran the whole thing. Now on number 2, was that the episode that showed Lawrence and Condola going in on each other?
No, that was.
I thought that was 3. Yeah, I thought that was 3. 2 was he trying to work it out with her? No, that's when no, she broke up with him in episode 1, right?
Yeah, in the first episode.
Yeah. The second episode was about Lawrence, wasn't it?
No, it was about Molly and Issa when they were having their sleepovers and stuff.
Oh yeah.
When y'all said that y'all would never sleep in the bed with each other, facing each other.
I was trying to figure out like what was they building up to. Every episode was a little different, but she was dropping nuggets, but I'm trying to pick up and put the pieces together. Like, and
one of the things they mentioned though is that the show was not the love story of her and Lawrence, but the love story of her and Molly.
Yep.
Like that's what the show really is supposed to be about, was their friendship, not about which man is Issa gonna pick. So I think that they probably put a lot of things in there to show her being there for Molly, like that friendship. And then when they said that did click to me, because I was like, you know what?
Okay.
That has been the underlying whole premise of this season, was their friendship.
Well, but they should have connected that a long time ago. Like they really did that in season 4 when they broke up. You know, they really did, especially how Molly was like, you know, you trying to use my Asian babe, and you know, I'm trying to make this one work and you're messing it up. So that, I mean, that goes along with what you're saying. But then them getting back together, episode 1, okay. But then the rest of it,
I think it showed each episode shows how basically their growth. Like basically it's no more like kiki ha ha. It's like we're adults now and we do adult things. And I think that's what it was, each episode showing where they're going toward. Just like at the end, Molly finally realized that Issa has been there for her all along. Where Molly thought she was taking care of Issa, but really Issa had been taking care of her all along. That's what it was. And then she didn't recognize it until you didn't have your friend. And then when they built the relationship back up, that's when she starts seeing how Issa, it's not a bit about her mother when she was in the hospital, but she knew her friend. She was there.
Yeah, but I was always against Molly when she asked her for the connect and Molly didn't want to give the connect before. I thought that was shitty. That was
I thought it was too.
You have to go around the way she did just to get the connect. I mean, and then when she did, she had a problem with it. What friend does that? I don't know. I didn't like Molly like that whole season personally.
Especially when you know your friend is trying to get her shit together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's really trying to get her career started. You a big time lawyer. That was nothing to you, you know? And hell, he knocking you down. Why can't he help your friend?
Hello. You ask for bills, you can ask for this real quick.
But I guess in that episode, remember she had the stuff that she was, you know, being selfish with what's his name? Andrew. She was having the stuff with Andrew. And then she went to the therapist. So she should have came to that revelation at the therapist, but you know, hey, I guess, you know, take a couple times to really to get it. You know?
Yeah, that's why she basically I wouldn't say apology, but she thanked her like, you really have been there for me. Not just, you know, this last year or 2 years, but you've been my ride or die since day one. And she did not recognize that about her.
I felt that moment. I felt it. I was like, ooh, when they hugged, I was like, ooh, that hug is tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. She and then she didn't never recognize that her friend did the block by herself with nobody else, really. You know what I'm saying? Like she may call and ask like a couple of questions, but like as far as doing everything, she did that by herself. You know, even though she asked people to donate, but it really wasn't, that money was never going to her. Like, you know, like Molly alluded to, like, you just using me, you want my money, this and that. Nah. Like if you see somebody got potential and they really try to do something themselves, why not help?
Support, exactly.
Yeah.
But again, I said it even then, Molly never saw, well, at that time, she didn't see Issa being on the same playing field.
I did, yeah, yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you all have alluded to before. Molly has always been on the up. She's always had her shit together. And Issa was always down. Damn, I gotta front you again. Damn. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard for Molly to come to terms like, oh shit, she catching up to me. Okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? So it took like, again, growth. You know, and in the words of Kelli, that's growth.
But also when it comes to relationships, I liked how they showed that a lot of times, and you know, because it happened to me, the person that you least expect that you would end up with, and you're not even looking for it, here it come. Okay, because Torian, he wasn't somebody that she was looking for or nothing like that.
She couldn't stand him. I knew he was going. I knew it. I knew it.
Lord. And the thing about it is, a lot of times, but that person be right in front of you the whole time, and they're that same person the whole time, but because you never gave it any like attention or even the conversation to know them, she didn't know he was packed like that the whole time.
Show your ring, Miss Simmons. Show your ring.
So like I said before, you could have never told me I was going to be married to that man. I'd be like, you damn motherfucking lie.
You pulled a Michaela?
A Michaela?
Yeah.
You was a lie.
Oh yeah, I sure was. I would have been like,
You was a motherfucking lie.
I'm gonna
Miss Simmons and a better living.
No, I'm gonna literally
Lord.
tell you, when I used to see Joaquin, like every time I see him, his eyes just light up. Girl, I can tell you there's a couple of times that I stood behind a pole or did make eye contact, like he wouldn't see me. I'm gonna tell you, I really did.
Can I just say that song is forever burned in my head?
You played that at your wedding?
Oh my God.
Oh my, so the DJ.
The remix about 11 times, okay?
It was like, yeah, last name Simmons gotta be a living.
Last name Simmons gotta make a living. Last name Simmons gotta make a, because you think like, yeah, last name Simmons. Oh, we still here, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, we still here, huh? And we still here. All right, and we still here.
Y'all so funny. But yeah, every time I hear that song, I think about
tell me
you.
that I needed to come out on that, and I was like, I have my own song. We ain't gonna rearrange it. Y'all go do what I just said to do. But whatever.
Well,
can we talk a little bit more about the fashions a little bit? Because I do want to say that I did like Issa's dark and lovely shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So I need Jonay to find me how much that is. Is that $100,000? For that for that shirt. Oh, and I like Molly's shirt at Issa's was that Issa's birthday? At Issa's party. Molly's shirt, that black one.
No, I didn't like that. That was
I did. I thought that was bad.
bad meaning good.
Bad meaning, not bad meaning. Yeah. And we still on Run DMC, huh?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
One thing I noticed, I was like, they are flat chested, baby. Them outfits.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I couldn't get away with some of them things. Well, how you here for it?
Look, if I could get on the table and give me some mosquito bites, I would be happy. Okay,
girl, no,
I would. I
don't want no
it's not going to go with your frame now. Mm-mm.
I dream for the day where I could wear a shirt and ain't got to worry about no bra. Okay.
Girl, they still get saggies, and that's gross.
Yeah, they saggies are worse than ours.
Yeah,
Their
saggies are worse than ours. Now that should start looking like ink.
No. I have the ones that people are buying, but they ain't flat like that though. Molly and Issa both, and they both is a cup A.
Okay, they are small in frame.
They look like 12-year-old girls.
But they're small in frame, so it works.
When Molly was walking around with that little bra on, that bra was just as empty as it wanted to be.
I was looking at that. I was like, wow.
Oh, in her wedding dress? When she took the wedding dress off?
Both times, but like when she was at the house in the beginning, when she was getting dressed with the black bra thing on, I was like, she could put her whole hand down in there and not even touch nowhere.
Looking the same way when she was sitting in the mirror with the lingerie. She looked the same way.
I'm here for it. Look, God bless you. They can't help it.
No, if I was that flat, honey, I'd be done got evicted out of this place, man. We can't do that.
So
I can't even wrap it up on that. I hate you.
Song choice though. Sadiq, shout out to Sadiq. Finally,
it feels good.
Yes, finally, out of all 5 seasons, he finally put a Tony. So he's like, hold on, I'm about to get some of these residuals. Let's keep this party going.
I ain't mad at him.
Finally put a Tony.
He picked some really good songs, and with my new television, every time a song plays, it tells you what song it is.
Well, then I have a couple of questions for you then, because my Shazam didn't pick up a couple of, but I Shazam every episode.
Yep, the new TV.
But
every time music plays, it shows in the corner what song it is.
But you know what?
Oh, fancy.
Jasmine Sullivan is back because Jasmine had fell off for a minute, right? And he was the one I feel like, remember he put her song on there, Insecure?
Mm-hmm. Oh, her and Tiller.
Vamped her career. And she's good, but right now she on the rise. She on the rise back. She on her way back.
She on a big old rise tour. They bootlegging her and reselling all her tickets. Now her $60 tickets is $159.26. Correct.
Lord. Okay, so overall, the episode, I do feel that it brought some form of closure.
It did.
It did. I'm glad that it was a lot longer than 28 minutes. So glad.
It had to be. Well, we talked about that though, right? I was like, I hope that it's a longer year.
Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. Hopefully, she'll bring back another series of some sort. Or maybe she'll come back with a movie later. She's saying no, everything is no. But also, Michael Patrick King for Sex and the City also shot down everything, alluding to movies and series as well. And look where we are. So
20 years later,
right?
And there you have it. Oh, what did it say? And with that, what is it? I don't know.
The episode
I
could have did without
just
the
like
first
that.
one. I didn't need her to set off all the AKAs and all that. I didn't need that. But my favorite episode probably this season was the one with Lawrence and Condola, where they were showing both sides of what it's like to people who did not know how to properly co-parent and in a situation that they weren't in a relationship, because we know that happens all the time. So I think that was really my favorite. That was the only one that I really felt anything about, but I honestly didn't feel.
Yeah, you felt real passionate about that episode. Oh my God. Anybody else have a favorite episode of the series or of this season?
Oh, wait, but my other favorite episode was, I think it was last? Yeah, I think it was last season. Remember when she picked up that man, she was giving that man a ride that time, and he had them jokes, what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes, and the homeless guy, right?
Yeah, they haven't been so funny.
Oh, yeah.
That whole episode was hilarious. You know what I'm talking about, Belinda?
Yes. Oh, you don't remember? He was waving at people and stuff at the bus stop there. You owe me, nigga.
And she was literally driving him around everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. When it was like supposed to be like a good gesture, a good.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. Probably for me, the most relatable was when her and Molly were going through, because good Lord knows, me and my bestie, it was so that, especially like knowing that Molly always kind of seemed to be the one that had it together, and that she couldn't take Issa, growing up and getting into her own, like, this is not our dynamic. I'm supposed to be the one that has everything together, and you're supposed to be down here. Definitely the dynamic between me and my bestie, to where finally, I don't know if hopefully she's better. But yeah, definitely that part, I can relate to that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny, Jonay.
So
because I caught the hopefully.
Hopefully, that's fine.
Yeah.
My favorite episode, I think it was episode 3, when they went to what's the little thing where Beyonce had performed at?
Oh, Coachella.
Oh,
Coachella. That was hilarious. Remember when,
yes.
And when Kelli ran here talking about Beyonce, and they tasered her. That was hilarious.
Yes.
And she peed on herself.
Yes. And then my favorite episode this season, when they was at the beach. That was the funniest episode. But
that's the one I was gonna say.
Yeah,
this season
it was like hit or miss this season. You had to really pay attention to the jokes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would have just missed it. It would have went over your head.
That whole episode was jokes.
It was. It was nothing but one-liners.
Because that was like Kelly's most prominent one. She talked the whole damn episode. Remember?
Yeah.
And I like that showed the camaraderie getting back with Issa and Molly getting back. I think he fucking. Hold on, girl. Y'all fucking no, okay. And then text her, see they not, that.
Right.
Yeah, that was a really good episode. I might agree. That might have been my favorite one from this season too.
So is that your favorite episode?
This season, yes.
Okay. What about the series?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it. Mine is probably more like dramatic. I think mine is probably when she really broke up with Lawrence, knowing that she really still liked him. Back in the day. Yeah. But that is just, they just both needed to grow and do other stuff.
Which time they break up? The first time?
The second one was because of that, not that baby, but the second one was because of the baby.
Oh, Ja?
Yeah. Ja. Right, Ja.
They said
Ja or Eli.
Ice cream. What they said? What she got some ice cream? Right, some ice cream. But
Yeah.
right. But no, the first time.
Okay.
Okay, so what is your favorite?
Can I give my favorite episode?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I missed. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, you can.
So my favorite episode of the series, and y'all gonna laugh, is when Daniel nut in her eye.
Wow. I'm here for
and
it.
she had
I'm
to
here
go
for
and get in
it.
the Uber after that shit.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Because
Oh my
even
God.
though that is the sickest shit, but it has happened or has come close to happening, you'd be like, what the hell? Yeah, no, but that was hilarious to me. My favorite episode of this season, I really don't have one, but I would say come close to the beach party.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. All right, Jack.
Oh, and another about the Cohabitation. I can relate to that one too, because it's like me and Issa both gained our freedom for a moment there. For 2.5 seconds. Yeah, I was free for about.
Okay, BB, we taking that offline, honey.
Yeah, the Cohabitation.
Need to hear about the Cohabitation.
Yeah, I was like, we was calling it that too.
Oh,
but yeah.
Everybody
I spilled candle on myself.
I think everybody should have had their promiscuous stage. If you have not had it, then you ain't lived.
Right. I was late as hell. Right. I was late as hell. But that actually is made it better because you're like, okay, at least I'm not young out here. Got to be worried about babies and all of this stuff, and you know what people gonna think at this age. But you like,
and you know what you want.
Exactly.
You know what you want. You know how you
and
want
able to handle it a whole lot better. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
You know what
that's why I feel people don't need to get married in their 20s.
Yeah, I agree.
They need to live a little bit longer. I know. You guys had a good run, but you got married young because you were still trying. And when you're 25 to, I would say 25 to maybe even 35, you're still trying to figure it out. You're still learning yourself. You're still growing. And when you bring someone else into the mix at a marriage, you now having to understand a whole nother person when you don't really know yourself. So,
and the bad thing about it for me, just because since I went through it, was that you're stifled. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be
able to grow.
For me, that 19-year-old girl forever. That growth was not allowed.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It was like, oh, that's not what we do. We already established this is where we are. And I think that unless you have somebody that's really your friend, that's not gonna work.
Right.
You know, somebody that can really understand that, hey, you go into it understanding, hey, we young, we gonna go through some shit. We friends, we gonna rock out through it. But otherwise, no. Otherwise, it's gonna be
hell. I got a good piece of some hell. I got a good piece of advice from my mom, like early. And you know, she would always say it and then be like, you know, you're not gonna understand it now. And then she would tell it to me when I was a couple years older. Then she was like, you're not gonna understand it now. But then it started clicking to me. But she was like, no. She was like, you are not us. Your generation is not our generation. You know, you get out of school. The only thing that you do that we did is get out of school and go to college. You know, and if you don't want to do that, then we will discuss what you do want to do. You know, we actually had options in the house, you know. But she was like, but the marriage and the baby, she said, no, don't get married at 22 after you graduate college and then be like, oh yeah, let me go here now. She said no. And don't turn around and have a baby at 23, which is what she did. She got married at 22. She graduated at 22. She graduated in May, got married in July, and went from Mississippi to California and was having a baby the next year or 2 years after. She was like, oh my Lord, you know. So it was just like, she said no.
For her time, that was a little late, personally, for her time.
Well, it was, but because she wasn't she wasn't that generation, right? She wasn't her mama generation. But yeah, she was allowed to go to college,
my mother's
and do that.
But my mom is older than your mom. My mom is coming on 75.
But they're the same generation now.
Yeah, she's coming on 75. But my
mom, they right there.
Oh, okay.
They right there.
Because your mom had y'all late too. Because you sound like your mom, y'all are your mom's only kids.
Yes, and my mother had us at dang near
like
26,
27.
That was a little. I mean, my mom was considered an old maid.
Yeah, my mom. Well, she had by the time she had me, she had 4, and then came back and had me and act like she had me at damn 50, and she was 27.
Right. My mama got married they got married in 72. She got married in 72. She had me in 74, and then had my sister in 80, because we're 6 years apart. By the time 80,
But I think to have a kid, even in these times, even today, the average person has a kid right after high school. I don't know if you know that. So to have a kid at 23 is pretty good. Most people aren't working that long. They're not. Now I told my boys, don't think about it till you're 30, because you need to get a passport and go here and there.
And that's what my mama taught me. She was like, don't, just like along the lines what Lovey was saying. You don't even know yourself. Find out what you want first. Go look at places. Go see things and meet different people. Don't sit here and see this one person. Like when I just knew, oh my God, my high school sweetheart, mommy, this is the one. My mom wasn't like necessarily trying to break it up. But when we did break up, if I tell you, my mama was like, come over, let's get some ice cream. It was like she was juiced. And I was like, Mom, why? She was like, honey, I'm not happy for your unhappiness, but I'm happy because y'all gonna grow. Y'all gonna be 2 different people in a year, and you're not gonna even know each other anymore. You know what I'm saying? So get to know yourself, get on your own feet, get yourself, so that when you go to somebody, you can be a whole person and not a half a person. And like I said, growing up, I had to learn. I mean, here we are now, right? But it's like BB said, or like Lovey said, you know what you want. I know what I want.
Yep.
Yeah, but I still was late about we married, although we dated at 19. I didn't get married till 26,
26. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was good.
Yeah. We dated. We went through the foolishry. Don't get it wrong, and then I didn't have my son until I was like my mom, like 28, 29. I'm 17. I'm 46. So yeah, 29.
Yep.
So
that's good.
So, what is your favorite name to refer Condola?
Gargonzola.
Funny.
Mine is Gargonzola.
Gargonzola for sure.
Did anybody call her Condoleezza?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if anyone here did, but within the blogs and stuff, yeah.
What about you, Jonay?
I think I was calling her condolences.
That's
yes.
Condolences.
That's funny.
Yeah, condolences.
Yeah. I want her out of here.
Right. That's funny. Well, she went on, honey. She even bowed out from the party gracefully. Like, I'm gonna take the baby and go on.
Okay.
What you doing?
She knew her position. Look, all right.
She should have took Nathan with her.
Oh,
right.
Right.
Right on with you too. Little nappy face.
I feel like I should insert, and we're done.
Nobody gonna talk about Issa's,
that's a wrap. Yay,
Louis Armstrong. Nobody gonna talk about Issa's Louis
that
Armstrong.
Was terrible. That was so uncomfortable.
She's so awkward.
Nobody gonna talk about that.
Just part of her awkwardness. Awkward Black girl.
It don't even phase us no more.
Right.
Wait, hold on. We didn't talk about her when she was talking to herself in the mirror the first time.
Yeah.
Remember she was talking to herself in the mirror and her own self punked herself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't gonna work out anyway. And she laughing and everything. Like, man,
like, bitch, why you laughing?
Right. You could even like say, nah, I'm done with you. You couldn't even say it the first time. And then until you had the poof hairstyle, that's when you like, why not? And then she went in with old boy for a minute. He had pretty hair. Very pretty hair.
Model. I don't know. I saw a video of him and he was like washing his hair on IG. So then I followed him for a second, but he's a jerk. But he just a regular old somebody that pulled off IG.
Yeah.
Oh.
But wait a minute, what did Molly say about? She said something about Torian and he broke her pussy?
Yeah. Going back to season 1, episode 1.
I liked that one too. That was my episode.
That was cute. Yeah, it was cute that they went back to that a little bit.
Right. They opened the series with that, and they closed the series with that.
Oh, they closed it with Bossy by Kelli.
No, but I'm saying as far as the reference.
No, it's still broken. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they could laugh about it. Because before Molly was all in her feelings.
Oh, she was very upset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that was shady as shit. Like for real, friend.
Well, hey, nobody would have known it was her unless you owned it.
But still,
she
friend,
wasn't pointing her out.
A
but
hit dog will
I know
holler.
what it is. No, friend. That's not nice, friend.
So I can't rap about.
Don't rap
about
about
you.
no broken pieces.
No.
You know I'm going through. No.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But you know what? I have forgot that Issa had the Molly little hair too. I forgot about that in the first episode.
Yeah, her hair has had an evolution. Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
She had that short fade that what's the old boy Larry Blackman?
She did.
Yeah, she did.
Larry Blackman.
Oh Lord.
I saw that picture I was showing y'all where before she even got insecure, she looked so different.
Oh, yes.
Not you.
But you know what, Charlamagne
Before the color,
she needed to lose weight.
Yeah, she lost the weight.
He was like, for you to really come up, you're gonna have to lose weight. Like you need to just he's like some kind of he's a jerk.
But that was
back
when
in the day?
That was asshole Charlamagne. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was asshole
But
Charlamagne. Now
when she first started, he said she had to lose some weight.
She was awkward black girl. Yeah.
But then the second season, that's when you saw that weight change. It was a huge.
Yeah, it was a huge. It was.
Because I think he
got that
her
new
like
contract.
the first season.
And she kept it off.
That new contract.
Yeah,
she did. I was thinking that too. I was like, she kept that weight off, huh?
Yeah.
I think she did use it a little bit though, because you know how I am about faces.
Because sometimes her face was looking a little skeletal.
Didn't one of the kids say something about that? In the first episode? When she was at the school, when she was working for We Got Y'all, did they make reference to her hair or was it her body?
It was her hair. They talked about her hair. Like,
okay. Okay.
Why is it this way? Like, bringing all that stuff out. Because, when you used to seeing wigs and perms and stuff, that's all you know.
You're right. But I saw that evolution too, because I saw what is that, the Insecure, what was it, the behind the scenes? Did anybody see that?
Yeah, the end. Yeah.
Yeah, and they talked well, no, but it was a whole like little hour episode.
Yeah, that's called The End. It's a docu.
Oh, okay, right. And they showed awkward black girl. So yeah, they did show her regular hair color and then heavy. And then you can see, okay, so she did just let it grow because that's when she died at first season, right? But it was still short but longer. And then that's when you could tell the hair budget got up because she started doing them impossible hairstyles that everybody can't get every day.
Impossible hairstyles. I was like, she got to sit down somewhere like a little girl. Like, it's time to get your hair combed today.
Yeah.
Like, who does that every day?
Yeah. And this was the only season that we actually, which was an episode ago, where we actually see her braid something and tuck it like you actually did that. Come on, Issa. Calm down. I'm going to need you to calm down.
She did do that.
Yeah.
Braid and tuck it.
Yes. And that was the only time for the whole 5 seasons we really seen her mess with her hair. But I was like, because she be having them impossible hairstyles. But yeah, she trying to do that twist and did that. So I said, calm down, Issa. You ain't, because look at that entrance, it's so intricate in the back. Heifer, you didn't calm down. Next scene. You did not do that. Like, that makes me upset. I want to do that. I need help. Can you hold this? I can't. Yeah.
Again, I am just happy that they were promoting healthy, natural hair. So, kudos to that. I hope they keep it going with future shows. So we'll see. That's funny. Well, it's been a fun ride with you all. Shout out to Erin for participating in the season 4 recap. She definitely contributed a different light because she wasn't originally a fan of the show, but we incorporated her in it. So she was a fan. So shout out to her. Shout out to everybody who clicked on the recaps throughout the seasons. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for everything, because without you, we wouldn't be here. I definitely want to thank my girl gang. Y'all rock. I love your opinions. Yeah, I will forever look at co-parenting. Never the same because of Ja. Be like, so what you doing, homeboy? What you doing? Okay, you ain't gonna get no kudos.
But you know, I just had that conversation with my sister-in-law about my nephew's or my niece's baby daddy, and she said he's doing a lot. She said yesterday he's doing a lot better than a lot of these deadbeats. I said, look, please don't go there with me. Please don't
Lord,
come
please.
deadbeat.
Please.
Okay, because that's already saying a lot right there.
Oh Lord. So yes, but yes, it's been fun. I really appreciate everyone's efforts. Definitely continue to keep checking out the content here. Not sure what we're gonna cover next, but Married at First Sight Boston coming up next. So
quick too.
Yeah,
fast.
it was a quick turnaround. I'm here for it, but we'll see. We'll be coming with a predictions episode, so definitely click in. All right, everybody. Well, again, thank you. Definitely keep checking us out here on YouTube, Pop Break TV, popbreak.com, as well as all other social media platforms under Live, Laugh, and Lovey. All right, y'all. It's been real.